Welcome back to Journey to the Top. You'll notice we're on the last two games of the season, and there's a very good reason for that. Plymouth, we drew 0-0, so I thought, you know what, I'll play the Luton game, and we drew 2-2. Simeon Jackson, Graham Burke were the goals there. We then beat Coventry 3-0, Adam Campbell, Graham Burke, and Borja Rubiato, and then we just fell apart against Southend. Lost 2-0. We were just terrible. We were just really bad. Bergqvist got sent off early on. He's now banned for 4 games. So we're on the final 2 games of the season. There is some good news, however. We are officially promoted. That's the first bit of good news. So we don't need to worry. If we lose games, it's fine. Losing games isn't a problem. The other bit of big news is Luton, we can catch them. All we need is them to lose one game, and if we win both our games, we can catch them. And if we win both, we will actually go ahead of them on goal difference. So, the starting lineup for the penultimate game of the season against Port Vale. Scott Loach in goal, Maffeo, Hines, Amerville and Blair Adams as the back four. Will Wood is suspended. Bergqvist is also suspended. Midfield, Lewis Hardcastle, Stanley Abora and Curtis Thompson. Up front, Simeon Jackson, Borja Rubiato and Graham Burke. I played Rubiato in the deep line forward position for the last couple of games. He's actually doing quite good, so we'll keep him there. The other big game that we need to keep an eye on is Luton versus Walsall, which obviously Walsall are 20th, so Luton are probably favourites for that. Passionately, that one. Didn't work. Passionately, that one. I should give up doing team talks. It's a throw-on early on. Maffeo, Graham Burke plays out Stanley Abora. Is he going to do anything? He doesn't. Oh no, it's counter-attack. Daniel Aggie, Robinson. Stobbs doesn't get there. Thompson does. Emmanuel, Grant. Stobbs again. Thompson tackle him. Blair Adams fouls him instead. He's getting booked, isn't he? Don't be a red card. 1 minute 37 and you've been sent off. I mean, what's worse is the fact that I don't have a left back on the bench, so Robert Milsom's coming on in left back. Graham Burke's the one to be sacrificed. Foley with the free kick. Amerville gets it clear only as far as Stobbs. Emmanuel's been tackled by Rubiato and it's gone out for a throw on. 1 minute on the clock. Literally 2 minutes, whatever it was, and he's been sent off. Does he not know we're trying to win the league here? Emmanuel. Grant. Emmanuel again. So there's going to be a long day. Amerville. It's only as far... No. Daniel Aggie has scored for Port Vale. It's 1-0. Basically, if it finishes like this, we can't win the league. Simple as that. Emmanuel gets the ball. Stobbs. It comes off 2 players. Foley with a back heel to unmarked Aggie, who puts it in. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but that's how I'm saying it. It's 1-0 to Port Vale, and I'm not happy. Maffeo. Jackson. Maffeo again. He's got players in the box. Rubiato, he's hit it wide. He should have scored, apparently. Scott Loach. Maffeo. Can he take on his man? He just lumps it up the field, which doesn't really go very far. Maffeo picks up the ball. Number 10 wants Simeon Jackson. Jackson's got it. Hardcastle. Maffeo's made a run forward. Maffeo, can he cross it in? He's doing some weird control. Hardcastle. Yes! Lewis Hardcastle has scored his first goal for Notts County and he's put us back into the game and back into the title hunt. Maffeo with the ball. It's a really bad touch, but then plays it across to Hardcastle, who he got very lucky there. It was actually a very good finish. Had to get it past 2 players and the goalie. Puts it into the bottom corner. It's a corner for Port Vale. Stobbs. It's in. Grant. Anthony Grant has scored. The former Chelsea midfielder, I think. That came out of nowhere. Stobbs with the corner. Grant just jumps, basically. Yeah. Terrible. Half time, it's 2-1. Aggressive. Show me something else, because you're not very good. That might work. Counter. Let's try counter. Neal with the goal kick. Foley. Robinson. Tackles. Maffeo gets the ball. Jackson's got a little bit of space in front of him. Hardcastle does find Jackson. Jackson trying to take on his man. Doesn't bother. Maffeo gets the ball back. Jackson again. Maffeo's made the run. Can he cross it in? He should be able to. He's played it out to Hardcastle again. Simeon Jackson has made it 2-2. How are we still in this game? We're being pretty terrible here. Maffeo is basically the only player who's really trying for us. And Maffeo passes it across to Hardcastle, who... I don't know... How did he even see that pass? How did he even see he could do that? Doesn't matter. We've scored. It's 2-2. I'm purposely not keeping an eye on the Luton game because I don't want to know if they're winning or losing, because it's going to make me more angry if they lose and we lose. Change of plan. I want to see what their score is. It's 1-1. Come on, Preston. Preston scored. Come on, Walsall. If it stays like this, the title race is still on, and it will go down to the final game of the season. If we get a win, balls, Walsall are losing. I was just about to do a sub, but we've got a free kick, I think. Milsom. Looks like Milsom's taking a free kick. He is. Amavor. It's at the back post. Seb Hines. That's going in. That is going. How has that not gone in? How has that not gone in? This is going to be the final score, isn't it? It's 2-2. Abora. Thompson just runs it forward. Rubiato out to Milsom. Milsom crosses it in. Simeon Jackson was there. It's full time. It's 2-2. I don't think that's the end of the title race. But Luton did win. Not good enough. Let's check the table. I was wrong because I can't do maths. Luton do win the league. They're 5 points clear now. They won 3-1 in the end. Port Vale are a pain in the ass. Look at this. 16 draws. 16 draws. That's the killer. Hello and welcome back. It's time for the final game of the season, which basically means nothing. So I'm being a little bit adventurous with my lineup. Let's change this as well. There we go, much better. So this is the lineup. In goal, there's a debut for Joe Searson-Smithard. I don't know if he's any good. I think he's like 2.5, 3 star potential. So probably not that great. Right back, Pablo Maffio, which may well be his last game for the club, because I can't imagine Man City going to want to loan him back to us. Seb Hines and Mahamat Kulara in the centre-back positions. Will Wood as left-back, who's probably going to be the same as Maffio. Can't imagine he's coming back next year. Lewis Hardcastle, Robert Milsom and Curtis Thompson in midfield. Up front, Vomaro Sanogo, David Fopala and Graham Burke. Again, Fopala, probably last game for the club. Searson-Smithard, 75. That'll do. Notts County are favourites, as if that makes any difference. Like, we literally cannot move anywhere, so I don't care. Calmly say, just go out there, just play sports ball. Ooh, do that. That didn't help either. It's a free kick. Bradley Dack and Elsnick has scored for Gillingham. Timmy Elsnick, second goal of the season. It's 1-0 to Gillingham. I don't really care. Free kick from Dack. Elsnick just goes in front of his marker. And there's a lot of those volleys seem to get scored. I very rarely see them in real life, but Elsnick makes it 1-0. Maluma, that guy took a throw on. Sanogo actually gets the ball. Fopala. Is there a counter-attack going on? 26, Graham Burke. Graham Burke has had his shot knocked over by Ryan Alsop. It's a corner. Milsom. Is he going to play it out to Burke? He doesn't, and it's going to get cleared by Shepherd. There's going to be a counter-attack for Gillingham, isn't there? There's not a counter-attack. Last time we played Gillingham, we beat them 3-0, and we won the Johnson's Paint Trophy. We should be beating them 3-0. That makes sense, right? Half-time, 1-0 down. I mean, reluctantly, whatever. It doesn't matter what I say. This result has no meaning on anything at all. Hardcastle's coming off for Liam Noble, Milsom's coming off for Stanley Abora, and Graham Burke is coming off for Simeon Jackson. Yeah. I don't know why I haven't got Rubiato on the bench. Noble with the corner. It's just plucked out of the air by Ryan Alsop. Gillingham may well have a counter-attack going on. Gillingham are playing very narrow. Like, really narrow. Sonogo with the ball. Crosses it in. Fopala scored. It is 1-1. Maybe we're not going to end the season on a disappointing note. Losing the final game, we're probably going to draw it, aren't we? Sonogo picks up the ball. Fopala's the only target, really, unmarked on about the penalty spot. And then, nice volley. Everyone scores those volleys. Too many of them volleys get scored. Maffio crosses it in. He does cross it in. It's come to Curtis Thompson, who's made it 2-1, his 5th goal of the season. And we're going to end the season on a victory. Maffio with the ball, crosses it in. It's cleared slightly, but only as far as Thompson, who pokes home. 84th minute, 2-1 to Notts County. It's a corner. Noble has played it out to Curtis Thompson. Curtis Thompson's made some space. He's not sure what to do. Fopala has made it 3-1. That is it. That's the end of it. 28 goals for Fopala. Won't be scoring any more unless he gets another one in this game, obviously. Thompson with the ball. Plays it across. Defender should have just put his foot out, would have got it. Fopala scores. Elsnick with a throw on. Shepherd. Elsnick. This is going to be the end. Shepherd again. It's deflected. Filip Valencic was offside. Oh, the irony. It's not irony. He just used to play for us. And that's the end. 3-1 victory. Curtis Thompson with man of the match. Passionately say, well done. You played well. They like that. We've been given a whopping £10,000 for finishing second in the league. £10,000. Was that it? That was it. 4 players have made it into the Notts County Best 11, apparently. Pablo Maffio, Will Wood, Borja Rubiato and Simeon Jackson are the ones that make it. I assume they're probably all on the bench? Or Wood's there. Maffio's there. Snyder's is still there. I don't know why Snyder's... I mean, I don't even know why these two are wingers. Like, why is Milsom a winger? Let's ignore that. End of season awards. Maffio, player of the season. Rubiato with goal of the season. We'll have a look at that in a second. Will Wood was the signing of the season. And young player of the year was Pablo Maffio. So here's the goal when it loads. I think we already know what it's going to be, don't we? Of course it is. Gape with the corner. Comes out. Rubiato, to be fair, that's a ridiculous goal. That's absolutely ridiculous. Time to hold a team meeting. Passionately. Well done on getting the club promoted. That one. I think we have no chance of beating the drop. Oh, shut your mouth. I don't think I'm being unrealistic. I hate doing these things. So the board they've requested a meeting to discuss club improvement and would like to discuss potentially buying the stadium. There was no meeting. I didn't get invited to a meeting. They just said, do you want one? And it never happened. Well, that's going to end this season. As Notts County, we've managed to get 2 promotions in 2 seasons. We won League 2, we've won the Johnson's Paint Trophy, we finished second in League 1. I'm interested to know who we're actually going to be playing in the Championship next year. So it looks like the teams we've got relegated is Crystal Palace, Norwich and Leeds. It could have been Southampton, that would have been very close. Is the season over? It's not over yet, there's still a couple of games left. Arsenal may win the league. Might do, probably won't. So, thank you very much for watching this episode and this season of Journey to the Top. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, you can click the like button. If you want to see more, you can hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next episode where I've actually got a big transfer budget. Look. I've got, what, 2 million? £2 million transfer budget and like 100,000 a week wage budget. I could buy players.